this file itself I'll make it .g2 and here, and this is the one, vi 10.yaml save it, history, just go to temp and enter. Now you see that here, now templating is happened. Can we verify? See here, got it? All of you?
Yes.
Yeah. So now this is called templating. So now you know that variables also. Now how you use a template also. Now handler. What is handler? So handler is a special task. Yes, this is a task also. Let me show you. So handler is what? What is this handler? So handler is a special task. Okay, handler is a special task, but it will run. Mind it here. It will call. It will run the task only if the calling task is true. Okay, that is something. So see here, handler is a sections in a playbook similar to task section. So this is the task. Okay, see that here. And here you see handler. Handler, you also have a task only. I mean modules. This is the module, service module. Okay, but what is happening? This contain multiple tasks similar to task section. The handler task would execute. That means this would execute only and only when call from the task happens. Okay, so where is the calling happening? So see that handler, and this is the name of the handler. Can we see where the calling is happening? See here. So this task is calling this task. So idea is very simple. If this task is changed true, then it will notify. I repeat, if this task is changed true, then this will notify and then it will execute. If this task change is equal to false, this will not notify. So what is happening? So understand this way. So sometime you need a server restart when you modify the configurations of it. Sometime you don't need server restart when you modify the static content for it. So what is happening when you require the server restart, then use that notify handler concept. Are you able to understand this?
Rajesh, can you repeat one more time?
See here, when you modify the static content, then there's no restart required. But when you modify sometime the configuration of the tool itself, then you require the restart. Then others, if you don't restart this, it will not be effective. Are you understanding?
Okay.
So what will happen if you put the default? You see that here. If you put the default, no matter whether static content or configuration content, both the time it will get restarted. Both the time. Okay, both the time it will get restarted. So what to do? So here what you say, if you're starting here, it's not restart, starting. If it is Apache is running, it will not try to rerun. So restart is not happening. And here you have a static content. But when you have a dynamic content like configuration change, then you must require the restart. So if there is a change here, then it will notify, and then it will run. So handler is a special task. It will run whenever the calling task has some change is equal to true. Are you getting my points?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is something which you have to try. Again, this all code is working code, and so now you understood that variables in playbook, templates in playbook, and handlers in playbook. So now what next? The next topic is role. What is role then? What is role? So let's see that if I have some content for role, I don't remember the Ansible role. This is a project. No. So I don't have any project. I mean tutorials for this. Maybe I need to create it. Okay. So no, this is an assignment. So let's cover this way. So what is a role? So role is nothing but a directory structure. Okay, I repeat, it's a directory structure. Ructure, but contains what? Contains task, variables, files, template, and handler. Directory structure containing task. What is a task? Let me show you in this code. This the one which I'm selecting is a task. Mind it, not this one. This is calling is a playbook, and here the playbook section called task, but this itself is a task. Now what is a variable? Variables. This is variables, only the one selecting. What is a template? The file which is j2 file, which is template, this one. And files, in this code I have not used any deployment script or all. That will be files. And handlers, just now I showed you handlers somewhere just now I showed you, right? So that is a handlers. So what to do? So we'll create a role actually. How do we create? There is a command line for it. Let me create this directory sector. I'll create it. So how to create it? So there is a Ansible Galaxy. See, I forgot the command. Uh, Ansible Galaxy role, right? Yeah, role. Enter. I forgot the command actually. Ansible Galaxy. Got it. So Ansible role in it. This will create a structure, okay? Structure. And the name of the role is web. And now you see that there is one directory, you see web. Now you want to study this web tree. Tree is not there, right? So let's install it. So tree. So here, see that web. And I told you what you have. I told you it's a directory structure. For what? Containing all this data. So here, all this file you see, all of you, correct? Hello.
Yeah, Rajesh, we can.
Yeah. So this file basically is containing the task, and templates you can keep it in all this directory. That Jinga2 file, and here you can specify in this file your name, copyright statement, organization name, dependency about how to use this role and all the handler task will go here. If you're using some deployment script, you can keep it here. And if you are having variables, either you can keep it here or here, both the places variable. Okay, so this is the directory structure. Are you comfortable, all of you?
It is.
So what to do? Now let's fill it. So variables is this one, bi web var, and what is the file name? main.yaml file. Save it. Now YAML, you need to know a little bit of it. This is the task bi web tasks main.yaml, and this is a task I copied. Now you have a template file, right? So template is here, cp, and go to the web / templates. Enter. Now what you have? I don't have handlers. Variables done, templates done. If you want to modify this meta, you can do that. Handlers, files, and all. Done. So this is a role. So you created a rules. Web is role. So this way, what will happen when the code is getting complex by day? So you can have this kind of structure to manage all the variables, all the templates, all the tasks, all the handlers, files, and all stuff like that. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah.
So now the question is, how do we call the roles? So for the calling the roles, what you need to do is you have to create one file, more file, site.yaml, and here you have to put the roles. Name of the roles is, let me, 1, 2, 3, 4, web. I think hyphen web. That's all. Calling roles and host web roles web. So let's create vi site.yaml. This site.yaml will call the role, web role, which is in the current directory. And how do we call it? You know that, site.yaml, and copy, paste it, and see here your role is running right now. And same thing which you did it through the playbook, you are doing through the role, but the only thing is a more organized way. More organized way. Are you understanding, all of you?
It is.
Yeah. So now, guys, this is the role. Now the bonus time. So if you have understood so far, let me recap the stuff. So let me start talking about, if you want to start writing the configurations, then first step what you do, install the Ansible. Okay. Then the moment you install it, you will get all this stuff. And then basically you have to do deployment from ACS server to ARS server. So ARS server, you put it in the inventory file, remember that. Okay, ARS, all the ARS server, you put in an inventory file. So what you do, start writing the ad hoc code, and then all the ARS will put it in the command line first, then inventory. And then if you have a too many ad hoc code, then put it in the playbook like this. And in a playbook, when you have a variables, handlers, template, and this that, then you start getting into the roles and manage all the tasks here, vars, file, template, handlers, and all, and then call the roles. And that is the end of the objective what you have. So if someone will say, hey, I need to write you to write role for or playbook for Tomcat installation, you know what to do. You will write a role and they will deploy in any inventory accordingly. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so now the bonus. What about if I ask you, hey, you guys don't have to write a rules also. So then you say, how? You know what? All the common rule has been written already. Where exactly? So there's one portal which is called Ansible Galaxy. Okay, so here you would find thousands and thousands of roles written by community. So here you can search for the role. For example, I want to know the rules for Java installations. Okay, so click here, development. These are the category. Search for Java and look for the ratings, download and this, that, and see that which role is good for you. If I look at this, good rating, good number of download, this particular role seems to be good. So how do we install the roles? Copy, and I will just downloading the code, means downloading the code which I have just showed you. So this code is downloaded inside this. You want to see this code? You can go to the GitHub. Where is the GitHub URL? I think here it is. You can see that this is the code actually. So here you have a vars, template, task, meta, default, all this thing. This is the role actually, which will install the Java in Linux platform. You should read it. Now the question is, how do we use it? So because I have already downloaded it in my environment, which is see my local machines under the user home.ansible da. So I can use this name Girling guy in my site.yaml. So site.yaml here 1, 2, 3, 4 and Girling guy and save it. That's all. You have to do this only. Look at this one more time. I did not write even one line of code, and I was able to download it and then use it. And this role, which will install the Java in my machine, 2 machines by the way. And let's run this. And see that magic? What do you think now? So right now my role, now Girling guy role, which will install the Java. So there is a some fatal error which says no packages matching. So this role is available. So installing some different version of Java. I think 18 or it's not an error you can say, but trying to install the different version of Java. Are you able to understand that, all of you?
Yeah, Rajesh, that's good.
Yeah. So guys, this is Ansible, and now there's skipping, and failure. One is failure. Why it's here is changed. So let me rerun one more time. Now it's okay. There is some failure and says no package matching 18 JDK. Okay, so maybe in that update might have not happened in this machine, because of that in one machine. In this machine I did manually update, but here. So how can you do that? Again, you write a one task which will update both the machines. That's all. So now it will be available. Getting opens. So that way you can fix these issues also. So guys, any questions so far?
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.